All right, so Wolfsburg loses 1-3. Yeah, pretty bad. So I did predict it correctly. Wolfsburg did come back in the 47th minute. They tied things up 1-1. Um, but then after that, it kind of just went downhill because Wolfsburg, they had plenty of chances to score in this game. They created a lot of good chances. Things were honestly going well, but the problem was their finishing. They couldn't put anything away. Berenstein had some good chances, but she couldn't finish them. Yeah, so overall, it just wasn't good. But then, like, after getting that goal, things went downhill. Bayern would get their second goal. Wolfsburg, they were still on the attack. They were still getting forward. Like, honestly, they were doing everything right. They seemed like they were going to score again. But despite all the chances they created, they just couldn't score. They just couldn't put anything away. And then, like, towards the very end, that's when things got pretty bad because Wolfsburg would go down to 10 after Joel Wiedemeyer fouled, and then Lark got a yellow card for disagreeing with the call. And after that, Bayern would get their third. So, no chance of Wolfsburg coming back. But that's kind of the thing. It came down to their finishing. Wolfsburg couldn't finish their chances, and they created a lot of good chances to score, but they couldn't finish anything. That's kind of what was frustrating about this second half. I'm trying not to be too hard on Stina Johannes. She's a young goalkeeper, and it's clear that there are things she needs to work on, like her reaction time and positioning, especially when it came to that third goal. She was a bit too high off her line, and once I saw that goal or once I saw that attempt, I was like, yeah, there's no way she's saving that. Yeah, so positioning, reaction time for her, that is something she needs to work on, like now. And that's the thing. Wolfsburg did so well against PSG. The attack was great. Stina, she had some really great saves, and the back line was solid. It's probably the best I've seen Wolfsburg's back line play so far this season. But then they face Bayern, and this is where things get a bit frustrating because Wolfsburg struggle with consistency. They struggle with being a consistent attacking team. They struggle with certain areas. Like you honestly don't know how they're going to do each game. That was how it was last season. It was hard to get a read on Wolfsburg. It was hard for me to cover Wolfsburg because I had no idea how they were going to do each game. Yes, they may win one game, they may perform and do well in one game, but the next game they could completely flop. And that is probably one of the most frustrating things when it comes to Wolfsburg. They need to be more consistent with their attack. They need to be more consistent with their finishing. The team needs consistency. And that is something I'm hoping as this season progresses, I'm hoping that is something they work on. So, yeah, it's a disappointing loss, but there are still plenty of games left in the season. There's plenty of time for Wolfsburg to improve, and there's plenty of time for Stina to improve as well. Usually, goalkeepers get better as they get older. But, yeah, it's a disappointing loss, but I think Wolfsburg will get better as the season continues.